Today, we're talking about one of the most polarizing figures in sports and entertainment right now, Jake Paul. This guy's gone from YouTube prankster to legit professional boxer, racking up wins, controversies, and a massive fortune along the way. Whether you love him or hate him, you can't deny his hustle, especially with that big fight announcement for 2025 against Gervonta that's got the boxing world buzzing. We're gonna cover everything: his full biography, age, family, current girlfriend, who's now his fiancée, by the way, his fight record and stats, net worth, lifestyle, and all the juicy details that make Jake Paul who he is. As of August 2025, Jake's 28 and still making headlines, so this is gonna be a packed video. Grab a snack, get comfy, and let's break it down. If you're a fan of his knockouts or just curious about how he built his empire, stick around. I've got some fun facts and stats that'll surprise you. Let's jump right in. Alright, let's start from the top with Jake Paul's biography, because his story is like a wild roller coaster from internet fame to boxing glory, with plenty of drama and comebacks. Jake Joseph Paul was born on January 17, 1997, in Cleveland, Ohio, but he grew up in Westlake, a suburb outside the city, with his older brother Logan Paul, the other Paul, who's also a massive influencer and wrestler now. Their parents, Greg Paul and Pam Stepnick, divorced when Jake was young, but they stayed involved in the boys' lives. Greg worked in real estate, and Pam was a nurse, providing a middle-class upbringing that gave Jake and Logan the tools to chase their dreams. From a young age, Jake was all about entertainment. He and Logan started making videos on Vine in 2013 when Jake was just 16. Those short, goofy clips went viral, with Jake's energetic pranks and skits racking up millions of views. By the time Vine shut down in 2017, Jake had over 5 million followers, setting the stage for his YouTube explosion. Jake launched his YouTube channel in 2014, posting vlogs, challenges, and music videos. Remember Team 10? That was his content house in LA where he lived with other creators, turning it into a hub for wild parties and collabs. His song, It's Everyday Bro, in 2017 hit over 300 million views, but it also sparked beef with other YouTubers like Ricegum. Jake's early fame came with controversy. That infamous 2018 incident where he filmed a body in Japan's Aokigahara forest led to massive backlash, costing him deals and forcing a hiatus. But Jake bounced back, pivoting to boxing in 2018 with his first amateur fight against Deji Olatunji, which he won by TKO. That sparked his pro career, training under Shane Mosley and building a record that's now 12-1 as of 2025. His first pro fight was in 2020 against Anesan Gibb, a TKO win, followed by knockouts over Nate Robinson and Ben Askren. The big one was his 2023 split decision loss to Tommy Fury, his only defeat, but he rebounded with wins over Nate Diaz, Andre August, and Ryan Borland in 2024. Then came the mega fight against Mike Tyson in November 2024. Jake won by unanimous decision in an 8-round bout that drew over 60 million viewers on Netflix. In 2025, he beat Mike Perry by TKO in July and Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. by UD in June, keeping his momentum. Beyond boxing, Jake's launched Most Valuable Promotions in 2021, signing fighters like Amanda Serrano, and his Better Betting app in 2022. He's also acted in Disney's Bizaardvark, fired after controversies, and dropped music like Fresh Outta London. In 2025, at 28, Jake's engaged, planning a fight against Gervonta and expanding his empire. Proof he's more than a YouTuber, he's a mogul. Speaking of his age again, Jake Paul is 28 years old right now in August 2025, born on January 17, 1997, he turned 28 this year. At 6 feet 1 inch with a ripped 185-pound build from his boxing training, Jake looks every bit the athlete he is. Age has matured him a bit, gone are the reckless prank days, replaced by focused business moves and family plans. Fans joke he's grown up since his Vine era, but at 28, he's still young enough to chase that world title while building a billion-dollar brand. Let's talk family, because the Pauls are basically a dynasty in entertainment. Jake's parents, Greg Paul and Pam Stepnick, divorced when he was young, but they've stayed supportive. Greg, born October 28, 1963, is 61 and worked in real estate. He's often in Jake and Logan's videos, giving dad advice with a humorous edge. Pam, a nurse, is the nurturing type, appearing in family vlogs and cheering at fights. Jake's older brother, Logan Paul, born April 1, 1995, is 30 and his biggest rival turned partner. They started on Vine together, had public beefs like that 2018 diss track war, but now collaborate on Prime Energy Drink, a billion-dollar brand. No sisters or other siblings mentioned. The family dynamic is tight but chaotic, holidays in their Ohio roots or LA mansions, with Greg and Pam splitting time between kids. Jake credits his parents for his work ethic, saying in interviews they taught him to hustle. No major family scandals beyond the brothers' public spats, which always end in reconciliation. In 2025, with Jake engaged, the Paul family is expanding, and Logan's WWE career keeps the spotlight on them. The big question, Jake Paul's girlfriend. Well, as of August 2025, Jake's not just dating, he's engaged to Jutta Leerdam, the Dutch speed skating sensation. They started dating in April 2023 after Jake slid into her DMs, classic. Jutta, born December 30, 1998, is 26 years old and an Olympic silver medalist in the 1000m at the 2022 Beijing Games. She's got over 4 million Instagram followers, modeling for brands and training for the 2026 Olympics. Jake proposed in March 2025 with a massive diamond ring he designed himself, incorporating personal touches like her favorite number. They announced it on Instagram with sweet pics, and Jutta said yes in a romantic setup. Before Jutta, Jake's dating history is a Hollywood whirlwind. Erica Costell, 2017 to 2018, his fake marriage for content. Alyssa Violet, 2017 rumors. Tana Mongeau, 2019 wedding that was a publicity stunt. Julia Rose, 2020 to 2022, the model who flashed at the World Series, and a brief fling with Sky Bree in 2022. No bad blood mostly. Jake's grown from those wild days, and with Jutta, it's serious. They're planning a wedding for late 2025 or 2026. Fans love their couple goals, like training together and her supporting his fights. No kids for Jake yet. At 28, he's focused on career and engagement, but he's said in podcasts like Impulsive he wants a family someday, maybe after a world title. Jutta's athletic life might delay that, but they're young, so time's on their side. Let's break down Jake Paul's fight record and stats, because this is where he shuts up the haters. As of August 2025, Jake's pro boxing record is 12-1-0, with 7 knockouts, per BoxRec. He started in 2020 with a TKO win over Anesan Gibb in round 1. Then KO'd Nate Robinson in round 2, Ben Askren in round 1, and Tyron Woodley twice, TKO in round 8 then KO in round 6 of the rematch. 2023 brought his only loss, a split decision to Tommy Fury after 8 rounds. He bounced back with a UD over Nate Diaz in 10 rounds, then KO'd Andre August in round 1 and Ryan Borland in round 1 in 2024. The Tyson fight in November 2024 was a UD win in 8 rounds, drawing 60 million viewers. In 2025, he TKO'd Mike Perry in round 6 in July and won UD over Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in 10 rounds in June. Now, he's set to fight Gervonta Davis later in 2025, that's gonna be massive. Stats-wise, Jake's 6 feet 1 inch with a 76-inch reach, fighting at cruiserweight, around 200 pounds. His KO ratio is 58%, and he's undefeated against non-boxers, proving his skill. Critics call his opponents washed up, but wins over Woodley and Diaz show he's legit. Career earnings from boxing alone? Over $100 million in purses and PPV. Shifting to net worth, Jake Paul's fortune in 2025 is a staggering $100 to $120 million, per Forbes and Celebrity Net Worth. That's from YouTube, over 20 million subs, $10 to $20 mil yearly, boxing purses, Tyson fight netted $20 mil, Perry $10 mil, and businesses like Prime Drink with Logan, over $1 billion in sales, Better Betting app, and most valuable promotions. Endorsements from DraftKings and Celsius add millions. Investments in crypto and startups boost it too. At 28, he's one of the richest under 30, but he gives back through his Boxing Bullies charity for anti-bullying programs. Jake's lifestyle is peak influencer luxury, think mansions, supercars, and jet setting, but with a work ethic that's non-stop. He lives in a $16 million mansion in Dorado, Puerto Rico, tax benefits, baby, with ocean views, a home gym, pool, and a boxing ring. Before that, he had a $7.50 mil Calabasas pad sold in 2021. Daily routine: up at 5 a.m. for training, running, sparring with pros like Shane Mosley, breakfast, protein shakes, eggs, business meetings for Prime or MVP, afternoons filming content or podcasting, evenings with Jutta or gaming. He's a Call of Duty fan. Foods clean for boxing: grilled chicken, veggies, rice, but he cheats with In-N-Out burgers. Cars are insane: a $500,000 Lamborghini Huracan, $400,000 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, $300,000 Ferrari SF90, and a $140,000 Tesla Cybertruck. Travels private jets to fights in Dallas or Miami, vacations with Jutta. Fashion: streetwear, Supreme hoodies, Nike sneakers, diamond chains worth millions. Hobbies: golf, poker nights with Logan, and philanthropy. He's donated $1 mil plus to anti-bullying. Socially, he hangs with Mike Tyson, KSI, former rival turned friend, and celebs like Drake. In 2025, with the engagement, his lifestyle's shifting to more family-focused, but he's still that problem child at heart, training for Davis while building his empire. Wrapping this up, Jake Paul's story is wild: a 28-year-old boxing sensation with a 12-1 record, 7 KOs, a $100 mil net worth, engaged to Jutta Leerdam, brother to Logan, and a Family Guy honoring his parents Greg and Pam. No kids yet, but his lifestyle screams success: Puerto Rico mansions, Lambos, and global fame. From Vine kid to world title contender, he's proved the doubters wrong. What's your take? Will he beat Davis? Drop it in the comments, like if you enjoyed, and share with your fight fans. Want more on Logan or Mike Tyson? Let me know. Thanks for watching, peace out, and stay problematic. Catch you next time.